Man, this gave me legit chills. A man was sleeping this morning, right? Then he heard this weird noise, so he unzipped his tent just a little to check. And bro, there was a bear right in front of him. He swear he thought his heart stopped. He zipped it back up instantly and held his breath. Then the bear started scratching the tent, like for real. It was shaking and making these loud thumping noises. He just froze, couldn't say a word, and then dead silence. He peeked again, and the bear was gone. It was a sunny afternoon, and folks were just hiking through the woods with friends. Then out of nowhere, there's this long-haired woman crouching on the path. They thought, is she lost? So they walked up to her, kind of worried, but something felt off. She was swaying weirdly, head down, like straight out of a horror movie. And then, boom! She jumps up and starts twisting her joints like crazy. Arms, shoulders, knees. Like, how is that even humanly possible? They freaked out and ran, but one of them got brave and tried to talk to her. She screamed, a full-on, blood-curdling scream, total panic. They ran like hell. But guess what? She's there again, standing right in front of us. Same girl, same creepy pose. Did they even run at all? Ever since, they swears, we saw a witch that day. And on the video they took, you can barely see her, just standing there, joints all twisted.
This is why I do not go camping, for real.
This one guy was out camping alone, right in the middle of the forest. It got late, and he's chilling in his tent like this is the life. Then he hears something weird outside. He unzips the tent a little to peek out, and boom. A whole pride of lions is circling his tent. Male lions, female lions, just pacing around like it's a buffet. And then eye contact with one of the male lions. Dude said he completely froze, like, am I about to get eaten for real? Luckily, the lions just walked off, but he didn't sleep at all that night. Just lay there in panic.
I mean, who camps where lions casually stroll around? This ain't DoorDash.
Bro, not delivery. But seriously, watching that vid, it gives you major anxiety. If you're gonna camp somewhere like that, at least pack heat or don't go. Camping can lead to all kinds of weird discoveries, but this time, it was seriously creepy. A guy was camping deep in the forest, just vibing, when he stumbled across this thing. It was covered in black fur, no clue what it was. Creepy as hell, but curiosity got the best of him. So he poked it with a stick, just a little, no movement, dead still. So of course he filmed it and posted the video. He even started wondering, what if it's a werewolf or a skinwalker, full-on conspiracy theory mode. While camping, this guy stumbled on something seriously weird. He goes, "What if a werewolf had a snack here?" The whole scene looks straight out of a horror movie. Experts tried to keep it real. Probably just a bear carcass or bones from a slaughterhouse, but no one's really sure what it was. Now people say, camping's great and all, but don't let your guard down.
I bet it smelled awful. I'm staying home, thanks.
A group of guys headed to this cave everyone calls the scariest in town. At first, all laughs and jokes, but the deeper they went, the vibe got real weird. Inside, it was tunnel after tunnel, like it never ended. They were walking in dead silence, holding their breath. Bam! Something jumped out, crawling on all fours, screaming like a freaking demon. They ran like their lives depended on it. Later, they checked the footage, and yeah, something was caught on camera. That's a real monster.
Come on, that's obviously just a man in costume, not scary at all.
Honestly, might have been staged. Wouldn't be the first time. Someone was just walking along the beach and spotted something really strange lying in the sand. Thought it was just a little fish at first. But it had arms, legs, weird bumps on its back, and only one eye staring back. It was glowing faint blue and barely twitching. Still alive? Maybe. The second the video hit the internet, it blew up. Is that a baby mermaid? No way, that's totally an alien. Some people even begged them to rescue it, but then others were like, nah, probably just a deformed fish or something. Still, that human-like shape, kind of hard to forget. Even now, people can't stop wondering, what was it? How did it even wash up there? Everyone's dying to know.
If that was real, the person filming would have noped out so fast.
Right? How do you not freak out with something that creepy? Honestly, kind of feels fake.
Well, there's certainly no shortage of the pheasant-back mushrooms out here. You can see, here's one.
There was this guy who loved mushrooms. Every day he'd hike through the forest, snapping pics and logging them.
And there's one over here. Looks like it's holding some water. Huh?
But one day, deep in the woods, he heard this loud, sharp scream. At first, he thought, probably just an animal. But then it started to sound like a human scream. Instant goosebumps. His gut said one thing, get out now. So he packed up and bolted out of there, fast. Later, he found out the sound was likely from a deer. Apparently, they scream like that during mating season. But that day, mushrooms didn't matter. He just ran. Curiosity didn't win. And that's why he lived.
Honestly, that guy would totally survive a horror movie. He didn't walk toward the creepy sound like a dummy.
That's how you know this video's real.
Babe, what the fuck is that?
It was late at night, and a couple was driving down Forest Road, the only light on that dark road, their headlights, and in that beam, they saw her. A woman with long hair standing in the middle of the road. She was wearing something like a white sheet, and her body was twisted in the weirdest way.
Babe, I'm serious, get away. I'm being serious. Hold on, let me... What the fuck is that? Babe, what? Get away, go! Go home!
Slowly moving toward the car, but it didn't look like walking. It looked like she was sprinting. Freaked out, the couple slammed the brakes, then noped out, full panic mode. They both broke out in cold sweat, wondering what would have happened if they'd been walking instead. All the way down the road, they kept checking the rearview mirror, but she never showed up again.
Imagine her tripping on that sheet mid-sprint, though.
Right? But low-key scary how she didn't trip even once. One person even said, that's literally me going to the kitchen for breakfast. On November 18, 2023, a video shot in a restricted zone of the Rocky Mountains shocked everyone. The person filming was just capturing the forest when suddenly a massive tree crashed to the ground. On playback, something caught their eye. A huge, hairy, human-like creature holding the tree. People started freaking out. Wait, is that actually Bigfoot? The thing was massive, strong enough to yank out a full-grown tree barehanded. No way, that's just a guy in a suit. But here's the creepiest part. That spot. It was later found to be full of animal carcasses, signs of violent attacks like something had hunted them. Whatever it was never showed up there again, but people still wonder what they saw.
That's hands down the clearest Bigfoot video I've ever seen.
Right? Even if it's a dude in a suit, no way someone's lifting a whole tree like that. Whatever that thing is, it does not look human.